And I guess we should also address Danzibalous' death and the vacant spot he left in as a member of the Oneiroi, the dream people, the people that only exist in my imagination, as the captain of our most elite unit. And I think I will make some kind of a theater of the mind about it and introduce this man.
We fight for our families, my brothers. We fight with honor.
Manconius Imponius, Manconius the Fist. He's actually the man who organized that tiny Singunian army of 400 men to come to King Dotos's aid. And just for perspective, it's not uncommon for like one unit in the army to have 225 men in it. So number-wise, not very impressive, but logistically, organizing men into different groups, giving them spears, archers, and even some horses, that impressed Dotos. So he started asking about who this man be. Turns out he is a distant relation of our warrior Queen Doina. As he likes to say it, he's her third cousin on her dog side. In reality, many suspect he is just a former Scordicii, a man of ability but not nobility, who took advantage of the new power gap created by the new Dacian conquest and jumped at the opportunity to introduce himself as the new queen's long-lost cousin. And Queen Doina, not being a stupid woman herself, just embraced him as the long-lost cousin. And despite his Scordicii blood, he swore upon a blood oath and loyalty to King Dotus and Dacia. He is now eager and willing to show his loyalty, even offering to lead a group of civilians to receive the blunt of the enemy pilums in our last fight. And King Dotos, appreciating his initiative and ruthlessness, realized he has an opening with the death of Danzibalous. He offered Manconius the command of the chosen spears. And in just a few months, Manconius recruited some more veterans and totally transformed the unit from a collection of able veterans with questionable loyalty to die-hard loyalists of King Dotos. Actually, I should address that because of my illness in the past few weeks, in earlier videos I forgot to mention, I mentioned it in the recording, but the recording was so ineligible and I actually forgot to re-record it, so it ended up as one of those lost ideas. Anyway, Danzibalous' men were a collection of veterans that were honored with the questionable honor of having a frontline seat in any engagement, because most of them were men belonging to other tribes, like the Apulii, men who served under one of their three kings that King Dotos and his men ended up killing, and also quite a few of them served under Balakisia in Pelendava. So King Dotos didn't exactly trust them, and he welcomed a high mortality rate amongst those men. Not like we just had in the last fight. Something like 30 to 50 men each fight was more than acceptable, because they were supposed to be elites and hold their own. Crumbling like we just saw against Vepo is, I hope, uncharacteristic. But now, under Manconius, things are probably about to change.